どこに行きましたか?
Hi everyone, this is Alex. Welcome to Alex Sekai, and today I welcome you to my garden so that we can have a little chat about Japanese. Now, Japanese, it's one of the world's most difficult languages. You essentially have 3 new writing systems to learn, a whole bunch of grammar that you've never heard of before, new concepts that you essentially need to change your mind. Please do not fear Japanese. Japanese does not have to be difficult, and today I want to show you guys 3 tips to really make your Japanese learning easy, easy, easy. It's been now 6 years since I've been learning Japanese myself. I have to tell you guys, I made so many mistakes that could have been avoided and could have helped me reach my current goals so much faster. And I want to show you guys exactly how you can make your Japanese studying fun, interesting, and easy, not a chore. I really want to set something in stone that's really important. It's about your mindset. Japanese is neutral. If you think it's difficult, it is going to be difficult. If you think it's going to be easy, well, it's probably going to be easy, or at least easier than if you thought it was going to be difficult. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we take off for our little chit-chat in my garden, I ask you to please buckle your seatbelts and subscribe to Alex Sekai.
I'll be your friend forever. This is so genuine.
But please do, if you do, thank you so much. Tip number 1. Start using the language no matter what level you are at. Please dive into the deep end of the pool. Jump into it, plunge into it, submerge yourself in the wetness that is Japanese. I'm being serious, you guys. You need to start using the language as often as possible. One of the greatest mistakes I made when I started learning Japanese was that I would learn grammar point after grammar point. Whilst I would gain all of the foundations of the language, I would never use them. So when it came to actually speaking in Japanese, I would completely forget all of the grammar points I had learnt and be completely speechless. Take a look at this and tell me that it hasn't happened to you at least once.
あ、アレックス、こんにちは。どこに行くの？あ、こんにちは。私がちょっと待ってください。辞書もちょっと待ってください。私はプールに行きます。どこに行きましたか？わからないよ。
Now, this sketch was of course a little bit exaggerated, but it's very true. When you're learning Japanese, you need to start really using the language. And how do we use the language in a way that's interesting and fun? Well, I have a very, very good solution. It's really about using the language in the context where you find it fun and interesting. If, for example, in English, you're going to search up on the internet about your favorite topic, about space, about swimming, about anything, well, you're going to do this, my friend, but in Japanese. When surfing the internet about your favorite hobbies, but in Japanese, what you're going to want to do at the same time is arm yourself with an app called Imiwa.
What is Imiwa, you may ask?
Well, in Japanese it means what's the meaning? And Imiwa is an awesome dictionary app. Once you look up the word, not only will you of course understand the meaning, you'll get example sentences, and you can actually favorite the word so that it gets added to some kind of word bank. If you're on a boat or on a plane and you're really bored, well, you can just look up your word bank and try and memorize those words. It's so important. The second key to making your Japanese really easy lies in something that most people overlook, that is pronunciation. It's certainly not to be rude to people who actually do have an accent that does not sound Japanese, but if you have a really, really strong accent, most people will be influenced by this subconsciously. They'll know that you understand the language, but they'll start speaking to you in a more babyish way. One of the best ways to work on your accent, not only should you listen and listen and listen to Japanese, and one of the best ways to listen to Japanese is through YouTube. What you need to do is actually produce the language. And how do you do that? Well, you're going to actually sing in Japanese. Copy people you see on TV or on YouTube and just say what they're saying. What's going to be so amazing is that it's going to transform the way that you speak, and it's going to become subconscious. It's such a shame when you try to speak and you're concentrating too much on your accent, and then you just forget what you were going to say. So what we want to do is to make this become second nature. So you're going to be a bit like some kind of mime that's going to well, mimes don't really speak, but you're going to be some kind of mime who's going to copy people who actually speak Japanese. On a personal note for you guys, I would try to sing my heart out to random songs in Japanese, and even though half of the time I probably didn't make sense, I sounded really bad probably, it really taught me to get the correct pronunciation of words. Of course I still make mistakes, but I still do from time to time have moments in Japan where I'm jumping into a taxi and the taxi driver hasn't seen me, and when I tell him where I want to go and I start chatting with him, he turns his back and he's like,
"Oh my goodness, I thought you were like half Japanese or Japanese."
Just because he didn't see me, of course. If you really take the time to focus on your accent, and yes, it can change, some people are going to think you're native, which is quite peculiar and really awesome to think about. But then there's other people who are going to be like,
I can see he's not native at all.
it just depends, honestly. Now let's jump to tip number 3. Tip number 3, and that is fail fast. And yes, I did use some silly alliteration to make it sound more catchy. Listen, please. Fear of failing. I think one thing that completely changes the game is when you think about failure as simply feedback. Whenever you make a mistake or you don't get the results you wanted, it's really just something to guide you to get better results. It's, in a way, a beacon of hope. The fear of failing is actually what's making you fail. One of my favorite authors that I really recommend you guys check out is Marie Forleo. She is incredible because she absolutely changed my mindset when I approach anything in life, and that includes studying Japanese. Her main theory is that everything is figure-outable. Everything is figure-outable. Oh, sorry. So the next time that you don't feel like studying Japanese, instead of saying,
I can't study Japanese because... Excuse.
just say, I won't study Japanese, because then you're actually putting your own will in it. You're actually saying, I won't study Japanese because I am simply too tired. Just allow yourself to take breaks, allow yourself to make mistakes, and kick ass. On a final note, imagine that you have a baby. He's trying to walk, but he keeps falling down. You're not going to go to him and be like,
You're never gonna walk, stupid baby.
no, you're going to be like,
Come on, you can do it, you can do it.
and you believe in him that someday he's going to be able to walk. It's exactly the same thing when we're adults. We've got to believe in ourselves. It sounds super Disney, you guys, but it's really true. You've got to believe in your heart that you are going to be good at Japanese. Don't minimize it. Don't tell others, I can sort of speak Japanese. Just say, I can speak Japanese. Yes, I make mistakes, but I can speak it. I can say words in Japanese, so I can speak it.
Okay, it's getting really hot out here, and I have no pool to splash into.
So let's recap today's 3 main keys to easy Japanese. The first one is, you should really immerse yourself in the language. Start reading, start writing, start listening to Japanese. The second one, work on your pronunciation. Do not ignore this, do not overlook this and just let other people tell you.
Oh, but your accent can never change.
And the final point is, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Become so mortified that you can never be mortified again. Thank you so much for watching today's video. This was Alex on Alex Sekai. If you liked this video, please make sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, please give me a dislike. I'm super excited because I'm going to be uploading videos weekly for all of you guys from now on. So please make sure to subscribe. I cannot wait to start this Alex Sekai channel. There's so many ideas I want to put out there. I'll see you guys very soon. Have a lovely week. Bye!